Okay, we're calling in Paige King Johnson. Hello, Paige.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to see you today. So you have this
It's
new
so
song.
good to see you.
Oh, thank you. You have this new song called Baby Don't. I love it. I watched it. I thought it was fantastic. Tell us about that.
Well, thank you. I've been writing music and playing music and putting out music over the last few years, living in Nashville, Tennessee. And I've thankfully been able to work over the past few years with one of my mentors and my heroes in country music, Miss Pam Tillis. And she knew that I had been working on some new music, and this song actually came across her lap. And it was written by some of the top songwriters and some of my idols in female writing in Nashville. And she texted this song to me, and then she immediately calls me. She goes, "Paige, I just heard this song and it sounds exactly like you." She goes, "If you don't record it, you're crazy." And she hangs up on me.
And she just hung
Okay,
up. That was
Pam Tillis.
That is amazing that you got to work with her. So this was really a great collaboration. Saw the music video and has to do with just things of temptation.
Yeah. And that's the whole theme of this song. It's, in my opinion, it was this woman, and she's, going back and forth between this relationship that is, she knows may not be the best for her. And so she's trying to guard herself, but also she's trying to, warn this guy that, I'm letting you know that this is something that I'm interested in. If you keep on, trying to put your moves on me or say your lines or whatever it is, that I'm willing to fall for you, and I'm bound to fall for you.
When you're shooting the music video, a lot of times people that don't know how music video is put together, they think that you're actually singing it when you're out, right, among the trees. But it's an intense process. It's not like you just are out there for 3 minutes and then, boop, it's done, right? What goes into making a music video that has this high-end production value?
This music video, I tell people all the time that it was like the whole world was against it from the very beginning because, we're in times of COVID and everything in general. And so bringing together a whole crew, a whole film crew, is a task in itself. And so we had that whole layer of, worry and precautions that we had to go through. And then Pam and I had been working back and forth, and, she brought this song to me, and then she said, "I want to direct this music video for you." And I loved being able to work with her with my last music video. And so I was, of course, in on that. And we finally came up with the whole gist of this video. And we loved the juxtaposition between the story of Adam and Eve and the story of temptation that all of us know, and kind of putting that to the words of this song. And we got everything together. And the day of the shoot was just like, it was not going to happen, and we didn't think it was going to happen. It was pouring down rain in Nashville that day, and Pam had actually hurt herself earlier that morning, and she called me and she's like, "I fell and I think I broke my hand, but I'm on the way to set and I'm coming." I was like, "Oh goodness, okay." And then our makeup artist ended up getting sick the night before, and we had to find a new one the day before. And all in all, the day ended up turning out amazing. It ended up being about a 11-hour day, I think, that we had on set all day long trying to dodge rain in and out. But it was some of the most fun I've ever had on set for a music video. And it's just crazy how those things end up working out. And you come out with something so much better than what you ever thought you would have.
It's the perseverance of it. It's like the show must go on, and we're determined, and we're just going to do it. So did Pam put her hand on ice and everything? Was she okay?
She did. She was walking around all day with a little sling on her arm. She was the cutest thing on set. I think somebody got some pictures of her, and she was just trucking through like the little, the little engine that could, like she always does. But she's just amazing.
Now this is getting a lot of notice. You're starting to chart with it.
Yes, which is crazy. Baby Don't is my third single to radio. And so, you start out with your freshman, single, and you just hope that something good can come of it, that somebody likes it and that they choose to play it. And then when I came out with my second single, I had spent a few weeks out on the road and visited some of these radio stations and did a radio tour and had made some of those connections. So getting my foot in the door with those for the second single was easier, still not an easy task, but easier. And with Baby Don't, it's really been amazing to me. You know, I'm grateful every single time that I have a single that does well, but this single has done amazingly well. And even, you know, coming out of the holiday times and into the new year, it's done a lot of moving even since the beginning of the year. So I'm very grateful for that.
And it does take a lot of dedication to the art. It's about making the music, but it's also then giving that life to that new single, you know, standing behind it and supporting it. I remember watching the movie about Loretta Lynn, and she had put all of her songs in the trunk of her car and drove from radio station to radio station to radio station. You know, that radio time is so important so that people can hear it and they can engage in it. And so people even know that it exists. So good for you for taking care of your new baby. Good for you for giving it love and you know, taking care of it so that it can grow up and it can blossom and it can do all the things that you want it to do for you.
Yes. Well, it takes all that. And, you know, coming from being an artist and all of the songs that I've released before, whether it was to radio or just online, they've been songs that I was a writer on. And so I had a super close connection to those. And going into recording Baby Don't, I was a little skeptical because it was the first quote unquote outside song that I had ever recorded and released. And so this was kind of uncharted waters for me. And it's crazy, even though that it wasn't a song that maybe came from me and my words to begin with, of how much it has taken on a new meaning for me. And, you know, you believe in every single thing that you put your energy and your time behind. And so I knew that Baby Don't was worth all of that. And it's just been really cool to see the connections that fans have had and the connections that radio programmers have had. And, you know, everybody in between, whether I'm playing it out at a show or I get sent a screenshot on Instagram where they're listening to it on their Spotify playlist. It's just, it means the world to me. It truly does.
Well, it's beautiful. It's beautiful storytelling from the first beat all the way through the end. So continued success to you, Paige King Johnson. It's fabulous. I'm like really proud and happy to know you. And yeah, I'm a big fan already. And I just met you, but I was like, I watched that and I thought, she's really good, you know? So congrats to you.
Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And do you have any gigs coming up? Any things coming up that you're going to be able to play out? I know things are opening and closing and shutting and moving around, but anything that you have on the horizon you're looking forward to?
Right. I mean, every day right now, you know, we're just taking it day by day, but thankfully I do have some shows on the books right now, and they're all listed on my website, PaigeKingJohnson.com, but I spend a lot of time touring around, mostly in the Southeast. I'm originally from North Carolina, so I spend a lot of time in the Carolinas, and I go back and forth to Nashville as well, too. So all over everywhere and trying to reach new states every single week and every year.
I do know this place that my brother lives. It's Tega Cay, South Carolina. And they have this like festival that they do outside with a big band shell and everything like that. So that might be a good fun place since you said the Carolinas. So
I love
check
it.
it out.
I'll look into it.
All right. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.